So, here is how much Denzel Washington made throughout his career. You will be amazed. Carbon Copy, 1981, was produced on a $6 million budget, and it collected about $9.6 million at the box office. It's labeled as average in our list. But that's still not too bad for an early Denzel film. He pocketed $50,000 for his role here. A Soldier's Story, 1984, was shot on a $6 million budget, and it soared to $22 million at the box office. That success, made it a super hit on our chart. Denzel earned $90,000 for his performance, which was a nice boost from his earlier gigs. Power, 1986, was produced on a $16 million budget, but it only brought in $3.8 million at the box office. That shortfall, stuck it in the bomb category on our list. Still, Denzel got $200,000 for his efforts in this political drama. Cry Freedom, 1987, was made on a $29 million budget, but it brought in only $5.9 million at the box office, so it ended up in the bomb category. Denzel still received $450,000 for his role, which is quite a paycheck for that time. For Queen and Country, 1988, was produced for $3.5 million, but earned just $191,000. That's definitely a bomb. Denzel walked away with $250,000 though, which isn't too shabby. Glory, 1989, used $18 million for production and recouped $27 million in returns. It's classified as break-even. Denzel took home $500,000, his biggest paycheck yet at that point. The Mighty Quinn, 1989, was budgeted at $5 million, but only made $4.6 million. That outcome kept it as a bomb. Denzel still managed to earn $400,000 from this tropical detective story. Mo Better Blues, 1990, had a $10 million budget and grossed $16 million. That result puts it in the average bracket. Meanwhile, Denzel earned $900,000 for his role alongside Spike Lee. Heart Condition, 1990, cost $10 million to make and brought in about $4.1 million. It's a bomb by those numbers. However, Denzel pocketed $650,000, which is not too bad for a lesser-known comedy. Ricochet, 1991, tallied a $19 million budget but came away with $22 million in sales. That leads to a flop classification. Denzel landed a paycheck of $1,900,000, stepping up his earnings again. Mississippi Masala, 1991, spent $5 million on production and returned about $7.3 million. That puts it at break-even. Close call. Denzel made $100,000 for this romantic drama. Malcolm X, 1992, took $33 million to produce and grossed about $48 million. It's labeled break-even. Denzel earned $3 million for his portrayal of the iconic civil rights leader. Philadelphia, 1993, worked with a $26 million budget and earned a hefty $207 million at the box office. That's an all-time titan in our breakdown. Denzel scored a cool $5 million for this groundbreaking legal drama. The Pelican Brief, 1993, came with a $45 million tab and raked in $195 million. It's considered a blockbuster. Denzel received $7 million, starring alongside Julia Roberts. Much Ado About Nothing, 1993, cost $11 million and grossed $23 million. That moderate success deems it a semi-hit. Denzel pocketed $1,700,000 for this Shakespearean adaptation. Devil in a Blue Dress, 1995, spent $27 million to make, but only brought back $16 million. So, it became a bomb. Still, Denzel snagged $9 million, showing his star power was on the rise. Virtuosity, 1995, required $30 million to produce, but gathered just $24 million in box office returns. That performance meant a bomb. Denzel, however, was paid $7 million for going sci-fi. Crimson Tide, 1995, cost $53 million and grossed $157 million. That's a clear hit by comparison. Meanwhile, Denzel netted $7 million for his turn as a naval officer. The Preacher's Wife, 1996, used a $40 million budget and made $48 million back. That ends up a flop, though not a total disaster. Denzel earned $7 million for this holiday-themed film. Courage Under Fire, 1996, came in at $46 million for production, recouping $101 million. So yeah, it's a semi-hit. Denzel took home a sweet $10 million for his role as a troubled army officer. The Siege, 1998, commanded a $70 million budget, but grossed $117 million. That places it in the average zone. Denzel received $12 million for his portrayal of an FBI agent. He Got Game, 1998, was made for $25 million, but only drummed up $22 million. That unfortunate result is a bomb. Still, Denzel pocketed $10 million working under Spike Lee again. Fallen, 1998, spent $46 million to make, but got $25 million back. That's another bomb. Denzel, however, secured $8 million in salary for this supernatural thriller. The Hurricane, 1999, cost $50 million and raked in $74 million. That's basically a break-even scenario. And Denzel took home $10 million for playing Reuben Hurricane Carter. The Bone Collector, 1999, cost $73 million and picked up $151 million. That result is a semi-hit. Meanwhile, Denzel cashed in $12 million for this crime thriller. Remember the Titans, 2000, used $30 million to tell its football story, earning $137 million back. That's a definite blockbuster. Denzel made $10 million as the inspiring coach. Training Day, 2001, spent $45 million and grabbed $105 million at the box office. That lines up as a semi-hit. Denzel's iconic role here landed him a $12 million payday. Antwine Fisher, 2002, was produced for $12 million and returned $23 million. It's considered an average success. Denzel received $10 million for starring and directing. John Q, 2002, used up $36 million to make and grossed $102 million. That is a hit. Denzel snagged $20 million playing a desperate father. Out of Time, 2003, spent $50 million, but only got back $55 million. So yeah, that's a flop. Denzel's paycheck was $12 million for this Floridian thriller. The Manchurian Candidate, 2004, had an $80 million budget but earned $96 million. It's classified as a flop. Denzel received $20 million reviving this political thriller. Man on Fire, 2004, cost $70 million and pulled in $131 million. That's an average outcome. Denzel was paid $20 million to deliver one of his more intense performances. Deja Vu, 2006, had a $75 million budget and made $181 million. That's a semi-hit. Meanwhile, Denzel grabbed $20 million for his role investigating time travel crimes. Inside Man, 2006, needed $45 million to create and ended with $186 million in box office. So that's a big blockbuster. Denzel was paid $20 million to lead the heist thriller. The Great Debaters, 2007, cost $15 million and brought back $30 million. That performance is a semi-hit. He made $10 million acting and directing this inspiring story. American Gangster, 2007, had a $100 million tab and topped $270 million overall. That's a definite hit. Denzel raked in $40 million. Huge by any standard. The Taking of Pelham, 123, 2009, spent $100 million on production, returning $150 million in sales. That's basically a break-even move. Denzel earned $20 million, facing off with John Travolta. Unstoppable, 2010, was made for $100 million and grossed $168 million. That's considered average in this breakdown. Denzel pocketed $20 million for taming a runaway train. The Book of Eli, 2010, used $80 million to craft its post-apocalyptic world, reaching $157 million in ticket sales. That's an average result. Denzel got $20 million for the lead role. Flight, 2012, came out with a $31 million budget, but soared to $162 million. That's a blockbuster success. Denzel reportedly took home $8 million for portraying a troubled pilot. Safe House, 2012, cost $85 million and earned a whopping $208 million. It stands as a semi-hit. He was paid $20 million, teaming up with Ryan Reynolds. Two Guns, 2013, was produced for $61 million and totaled $132 million in revenue. That gave it a semi-hit label. Denzel scored $20 million working alongside Mark Wahlberg. The Equalizer, 2014, spent $55 million and banked $192 million at the box office. That ranks it a super hit. Denzel grabbed $20 million, reuniting with director Antoine Fuqua. Fences, 2016, had $24 million behind it and made $64 million. That's marked a hit. Denzel, who also directed, earned $12 million adapting the classic August Wilson play. The Magnificent Seven, 2016, spent $90 million, but made $162 million back. That's considered average. Denzel received $20 million for this Western ensemble. Roman J. Israel Esquire, 2017, cost $22 million and returned $13 million. That's labeled a bomb. Denzel's Paycheck hit $12 million for his transformative performance. The Equalizer 2, 2018, ran on $62 million and stacked up $190 million in returns. That makes it a super hit. Denzel earned $22 million for continuing his vigilante streak. A Journal for Jordan, 2021, used $25 million, but earned only about $6.7 million. That ended up a bomb. Denzel, though, got $10 million directing and guiding this heartfelt story. The Little Things, 2021, spent $30 million and reached $31 million. It turned into a flop overall. It still pulled in $20 million, co-starring with Rami Malek. The Equalizer 3, 2023, carried a $70 million budget, but made $191 million worldwide. That stands as a hit. Denzel, scored a massive $30 million, returning as Robert McCall. Gladiator 2, 2024, was set at a hefty $250 million budget, and it's expected to gross about $450 million. That result is considered average, given the massive investment. Denzel reportedly will bring home $25 million, marking a major payday in his career.